Hello everyone. In this video then we are going to discuss about multiplication of vectors. Remember we have already talked about addition and subtraction. In this video we'll deal with multiplication of vectors. There are two types of multiplication that are defined for a vector. The first one is known as dot product. Now dot product of a vector is defined like this: A dot B. Magnitude is A into B into cos theta, and there is no direction to it. It's only a scalar quantity. So please remember, it's a scalar quantity. So sometimes you will find out dot product is also known as scalar product. So that means they are referring to the same thing. Okay, they are referring to the same thing. Please remember, theta is again angle between A and B vector. Okay, there are some important notes that you should know about dot products. First is I dot I or j cap dot j cap or k cap dot k cap should be equal to how much? Can I say it is 1? Because it will be 1 into cos 0, which is again 1. So 1 into 1 into 1 will nothing be but 1. Second, I cap dot j cap or j cap dot k cap or I cap dot k cap, they all must be 0 because for all the given pairs, angle between them is 90 degrees. So cos 90 is 0. Third, A vector dot A vector should be A square. Also, A dot B is 0 if A vector is perpendicular to B vector. That is quite evident because then it will be A into B into cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, right? So this then becomes a very important method to check whether two vectors are perpendicular or not, correct? This then becomes a very important method to check whether two vectors are perpendicular or not. Whether two vectors are perpendicular or not, right? तो अगर आपको कभी भी दो वेक्टर देके पूछा जाए कि ये दोनों वेक्टर परपेंडिकुलर है या नहीं, जस्ट चेक कि उनका डॉट प्रोडक्ट 0 है या नहीं. फाइन. ओके. How it looks in mathematical form, that is also important. In mathematical form, तो मान लेते हैं, let's suppose there is one vector A vector mathematically represented like this. There is another vector B vector mathematically represented like this. When you do A dot B, it simply means I cap will get multiplied with I cap, J cap with J cap, and K cap with K cap. This is the result, right? Let's take this example then. So now we are given the vector in mathematical form, we need to find out the dot product. So let's say R is A dot B. So I can say I cap will get multiplied with I cap, J cap will get multiplied with J cap, and K cap will get multiplied with K cap. So this becomes 2 minus 3 minus 2. So this becomes minus 3, right? So this will become minus 3. Dot product is minus 3. The next question then can be, before that you can note this term. The next question then says you have these two vectors and you need to find out A dot B. Okay, now this is based that, okay, let us calculate A dot B, which can also be written as A into B into cos theta. So I can write magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos 30, which is root 3 by 2. So this will become 6, right? Let's now discuss application of dot product. The first application is finding angle between vectors. Say I have a vector like I want to find out angle between A and B. So what I can do is, I know magnitude of A will be root over 2 square plus 1 square, that is root 5. Magnitude of B will be root over 3 square plus root over minus 1 square. So that will be root 10. I can write A dot B as AB cos theta. If I do A dot B, I cap will be multiplied with I cap, J cap will be multiplied with J cap. This will be root 5 into root 10 into cos theta. So I can say 6 minus 1 is equal to, this will be 5 root 2 into cos theta. So cos theta then will be 1 by root 2. Theta then will be equal to 45 degrees. Correct? So this is how you can utilize dot product for finding out angle between vectors. The next application of dot product is calculating component of one vector along another. For example, okay, now if I break into rectangular components, break B into rectangular components, I can say it will be like this. And if this angle is theta, this will be B cos theta. This is B sin theta. This is component of B along A, correct? You can see B cos theta is the component of B along A, right? So can I say, effectively I want, when I say component of B along A, it is B cos theta. So how can I find this? I know so I can write B cos theta is this is component of B along A. Right? So this is a very important formula. Okay. Also, please remember, if B cos theta is greater than 0, then B cos theta will be along A vector. And if B cos theta is less than 0, B cos theta will be opposite to A vector. Let me give an example for this. say A vector is and B vector is I cap plus J cap. Now let's consider this problem. I have to find component of A along B. So basically I have to calculate A cos theta, right? Fine. Can I write A cos theta will be if I do dot product, it will be 2 into 1 plus 2 into 1. I cap से multiply होगा, J cap से multiply होगा. तो ये हो जाएगा 2 plus 2. Modulus of B will be root 2. So this will become 2 root 2. Correct? This will become 2 root 2. कि अगर ये B वेक्टर है तो इसके अलोंग अगर हम A का कंपोनेंट देखें तो वो कंपोनेंट ये होगा. This is the A cos theta. Because it is positive, so both of them are in same direction, right? अगर ये नेगेटिव होता, अगर ये 2 root 2 नेगेटिव आता तो B वेक्टर इधर होता, लेकिन उसका कंपोनेंट A cos theta इधर होता. Right? So please try to understand the significance of plus and minus that you get. You can note this down. Now we are going to discuss about cross product. Now cross product is defined like this. Right? Cross product will have both magnitude and direction. So say there are two vectors angle theta. So magnitude of R will be, as far as magnitude is concerned, this is the magnitude AB sin theta. Okay, so this relates magnitude. For direction, apply this. Stretch the finger of right hand in the direction of first vector and curl them towards second vector. Then direction of thumb gives direction of resultant vector R. So in this case, if you see, if I keep the fingers in the direction of A and curl them towards B, correct, thumb will point out of the plane. So can I say the resultant R will be out of the plane? So this is the direction. If I look at direction of R here, thumb is out of the plane. So and this is the sign for out of the plane. Okay, correct. Similarly, if there was a resultant for B cross A, so if you go for B cross A, if you keep your fingers in direction of B and then curl them towards second vector, which is A, thumbs will point into the plane. So this resultant will be into the plane. Okay, this resultant will be into the plane. अब ध्यान दीजिए, इसका मतलब है अगर टेबल के व्यू से समझें तो कुछ ऐसा होगा, ये ए वेक्टर है, ये बी वेक्टर, तो अगर हम रिजल्टेंट को ए क्रॉस बी मान रहे हैं तो वो वेक्टर इधर होगा, आउट ऑफ द प्लेन, इस तरह से। तो इसके साथ भी 90 बनाएगा और इसके साथ भी 90 बनाएगा। और अगर एक वेक्टर लेते हैं R1 वेक्टर B क्रॉस A, तो वो प्लेन के नीचे होगा इस तरह से। वो भी A के साथ भी 90 बनाएगा और B के साथ भी 90 बनाएगा। इसका मतलब है कि हम बोल सकते हैं क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट में the resultant vector is perpendicular to both the vectors, right? So the resultant vector is perpendicular to both A and B vector which are multiplied. So can I say in that case R dot A will also be 0, R dot B will also be 0, क्योंकि अगर R वेक्टर A और B दोनों के परपेंडिकुलर है तो दोनों के साथ उसका डॉट प्रोडक्ट 0 होगा, करेक्ट? आप यहां तक नोट डाउन कर सकते हैं। One more thing that we need to see here is that A cross B and B cross A, they are exactly opposite in direction, right? So R vector and R1 vector are opposite in direction. It's very important. ठीक है, तो A क्रॉस B और B क्रॉस A दोनों का डायरेक्शन सेम नहीं होता है, दे आर ऑपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन. The next thing that we are going to discuss is mathematical form. In mathematical form, I cross J is K. So can I say J cross I will be minus K? J cross K is I. So K cross J is minus I. K cross I is J. So I cross K is minus J. Correct? And if you want to remember this, you simply form a cycle like this. You can then say, please pay attention here, I cross J is K, J cross K is I. So in cyclic order you will get the results. Okay? और अगर रिवर्स आएंगे तो वो नेगेटिव साइकिल होगा. What is I cross I magnitude? It's 0. Similarly, J cross J magnitude is also 0. K cross K magnitude is also 0. Very important. Okay. We'll now see how we'll find out cross product if vectors are given in mathematical form. So suppose A vector is given and B vector is given. We are trying to calculate A cross B. So when we are trying to calculate A cross B, we'll make it like this, I, J, K. I'll first put the components of that vector which is written first. So here that is A vector. So I put the components. Then I put the component of the second vector which is B vector in this case. So this then will be b1 c2 minus b2 c1 I cap plus it will be a2 c1 minus a1 c2 j cap plus a1 b2 minus a2 b1 k cap, right? So this is how you are going to find out cross product if mathematical form of the vectors are known. We'll now see an example then. Okay, we need to solve it. Instead of going for that method that we have discussed moments before, we can directly do this. Please pay attention here. I can do this is so 2 is magnitude. I cross j is what? I cross j is k cap and I cross k is minus j cap. We have discussed this. So this resultant will be, this is the cross product, right? So depending upon how the question is being asked, we will take an approach, right? If I have 3 components in both of them, then that method is good. Otherwise, in some questions, this kind of method also helps. With this, then we have covered up the theory part of vectors, right? In the next videos of this chapter of vectors, we'll solve some numericals and previous year questions. Then. Thank you, everyone.